Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the language of big business. Today we're diving into Sunnova Energy International, or Nova's latest filing, and let me tell you, it's a bit of a solar flare. We've got a possible delisting from the New York Stock Exchange and some debt agreement drama. Buckle up. We're looking at a report from around April of last year, so keep that in mind. Sunnova, for those who don't know, is a company that sells and installs solar panels, along with battery storage and other energy services, mainly for homes. They're a player in the growing clean energy market. First up, let's talk about this ESOP credit agreement amendment. ESOP stands for Sunnova Easy Own Portfolio, LLC, which is basically a part of Sunnova that deals with how customers pay for their solar systems. Sunnova needed to make a change to a previous credit agreement, a deal where they borrow money. They got a little extra time to pay at least 90% of what they owed to their channel partners, who are like the dealers and installers they work with. There was a problem with payments to dealers. The lenders agreed to give Sunnova a little breathing room so they wouldn't take immediate action, because Sunnova didn't pay dealers on time. If you want to read all the fine print, the amendment is attached as an exhibit. Now, for the potentially scarier news, the New York Stock Exchange, NY, sent Sunnova a letter saying their stock price was too low. The average price of Sunnova's stock had been below $1 for 30 days in a row. The NY says that companies need to keep their stock above a certain price or they get kicked off the exchange. It's called the minimum share price requirement. Sunnova was given 6 months to fix this. To get back in good standing, Sunnova's stock needed to close at $1 or higher at the end of any month in that period, and also have an average closing price of at least $1 over the previous 30 trading days. During this time, Sunnova's stock still traded on the NZ under the symbol NOVA, but with A.BC added to show it was below compliance. If Sunnova failed to get its stock price back up, it could get delisted. That could make it harder for them to raise money and could cause their stock price to drop even further. Here's a twist. If Sunnova got kicked off the NZ, some of the people who own Sunnova's convertible notes, basically a type of debt that can turn into stock, would get the right to have Sunnova buy those notes back from them. Moving on, Sunnova put out a press release about all of this. You can find it as Exhibit 99.1. Now for the fine print. This report contains forward-looking statements. This means Sunnova is making predictions about the future. They're talking about things like their ability to negotiate with lenders, get waivers or extensions on their debt, get their stock price back up, and carry out their business plans. They also remind us that things could go wrong and that we should read the risk factors section in their annual report to understand all the things that could hurt their business. Finally, the report is signed off by David Searle, Sunnova's Executive Vice President, General Counsel, and Chief Compliance Officer. Now, what does this all mean? Sunnova is facing some serious challenges. The low stock price is a big warning sign, and the potential delisting from the NZ could make things even tougher. They're also having trouble paying their dealers, which suggests they might be having cash flow problems. On the other hand, they're working to fix these problems. They got a little extra time to pay their dealers, and they have a plan to get their stock price back up. It's tough to say for sure what will happen to Sunnova. They're in a growing industry, but they also have a lot of debt and some serious financial challenges. This is all a bit concerning. A company having to get extensions on payments facing delisting is never a good look. This suggests that the company may have taken on too much debt, or that their business model isn't as profitable as they hoped. And it's going to be interesting to see how Sunnova navigates these challenges in the coming months. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more corporate deep dives.